Superior's music.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the Mac, it's the Mac, it's the Mac, it's the Mac. It's the Mac, it's the Maccabeestv. Restoring the kingdom, got the master keys. Fully armored kings on the front line. You know who to call on when it's crunch time. Holla one time, it's the Mac. Maccabees Alliance. It's the Mac. Maccabees Alliance. Mac. Maccabees. Restoring the kingdom, got the master keys. Fully armored kings on the front line. You know who to call on when it's crunch time. Holla one time, it's the Mac. Maccabees Alliance. It's the Mac. Maccabees Alliance. It's the Mac. AOC. What? LOI. I'm Israel, no division is the reason why. Apostles of New Jerusalem bringing the fruit. UKOIC, we banging out, bringing the truth. Mac. Maccabees Alliance. It's the Mac. Maccabees Alliance. It's the Mac. 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 It's the Mac.
People. Joel Benjamin 528.
Who is this?
Joel Benjamin 528 here. I'm out here with my man from Maccabeestv, Lines of Israel. Praise Danyaahla.
Yo, Joel, shh, listen. That sound in the background, that sounds like crickets. What time is it?
It's like 5:30 in the a.m.
5:30 in the morning. So what we doing out here, Joel?
Getting herbs, doing what we gotta do. People sick, people need to lose weight, people need to detox, cleanse themselves. So we out here getting the herbs, doing what we gotta do.
So we out here getting the herbs, brothers and sisters. Check it out. There's the herbs right there. They're gonna be available at Nicholas, Brooklyn. What type of herb is that, Brother Joel?
Parasites, cleansing the parasites, helping clear the body of all impurities, helping to lose weight, and helping to enhance the pineal gland, which if it helps enhance the pineal gland means it decalcifies the pineal glands. So we out here doing what we gotta do, cause I'm gonna be starting the 21-day fast. Anybody else wanna join? We could help you lose weight. Like I said, enhance your spirituality, cause you're going to cleanse yourself from all parasitic entities, or should I say foreign invaders that's have entered the body.
No doubt, Brother Joel. You know, you and I were having a conversation, and you were getting on me, man. You were telling me about some things in the Israelite community that you feel like are missing. You know, what is that one main ingredient that you say that you see in the Israelite community that's not spoken about enough, that's missing? What is that?
Actually, it's two.
Okay.
Health and spirituality. Health and spirituality, where it go together. A lot of them don't fast like they should. You understand? Don't tell me you're just going to fast for one day and that's it. They have different days where at least within that year, at least maybe I'd say 3 times. 3 times where you fast for like a whole week. Cleanse yourself and get it out your system. With all the stuff that's going on in the air, everything that's coming around, it's a lot of stuff out here. Not just what you eat, but what you're breathing in.
Hey, Joel, did you see that report in New Jersey that they said the lead is just as bad, or if not worse than Flint? Did you see that? The lead in the water.
Oh yeah.
It's just as bad, if not worse than Flint, Michigan. It's crazy.
I try to tell people, get the alkaline ionized water machine, the Kangen water machine. I sell it. We also provide the water for people. You can come to 1396 Fulton Street. I hook you up. I'll set you up with a machine. But a lot of people out there want to be cheap. Let's keep it 100. They want good health, not realizing they're dying. And it's not just New Jersey. It is New York. I could keep going. It's out there in Philly. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And people are so worried about lead, and they're not thinking about the, the parasites that's in the water. even stuff if they get reverse osmosis, you're still not getting everything out, still not killing everything, and then they hitting you with fluoride. Then you're gonna turn around and get what? Distilled water, which is dead water. Yes, there is such thing as dead water and living water, people. All right, you get the distilled water, no high levels of alkalinity, or if you do get alkalinity, they alkalize it with what? Baking soda. All right, that's no good for you. And it's not ionized, which the molecule is smaller than your actual cell, which is going in your cell, hydrating your cell, and getting you done right. See, look at the time we be up. We be on it. We're serious about going and get what we need to get. And that's what we do, people. Ain't nothing else to talk about. That's why I put it on Joel Benjamin 528, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You'll see it on Nicholas BK on Instagram, Nicholas Brooklyn on Facebook. We put the information out there for you. But everybody talk this talk, but they don't really walk this walk. They talk about the Bible, and then when you hit them with certain things in the Bible and really digging deep into spirituality, they don't want to do it, because it goes hand in hand, health and spirituality. Don't just say, oh, I worship the Most High, you worship Jesus, or you're dealing with Yahweh, and then not incorporate what you need to incorporate. I'm watching them going around there, they belly big like this, looking like freaking Santa Claus. They looking like a black Santa Claus. Let's keep it real. They got the beard, they got the big ass belly out to here. Like literally. And some of y'all might get offended, but too bad. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. And ain't nothing else to even be talking about. And shout out to sisters of the Maccabees. Alright? And I'm going to tell you why I shout out to them. Because I see the sisters are looking to make a change in their life. It's a shame that the sisters have more knowledge than the rest, which they're supposed to be, quote unquote, leading from the man. And the man is supposed to be leading them from instructions, getting the instructions, right? The man get the instructions from God. They say the head. Then the man passes it down to the woman, and the woman passes it down to the child. Why am I only seeing the woman getting involved and the children? And the men are falling victim to diabetes. I could go on and on. I don't even need to go on and on. You know all the ailments. Erectile dysfunction. I could keep going on. I could keep going on. Y'all getting dry mouth. Dizziness. Y'all going out. Some of y'all going out there. You're in camp all day. But how you in camp all day and you ain't taking the right thing to sustain yourself, to be out there and be on that ground so you could be strong? Why are the women more into the health now? Okay? That's why you have the Hebrew Health Channel, which is on Facebook, the page, you could say. I like to say channel. I'm saying channel with everything. But right. The page. What's that page, Danyaahla?
Healthy Hebrews.
Thank you.
Yes.
You heard the name. Healthy Hebrews. Healthy Hebrews. Get yourself healthy. And you do not need to be quote unquote Hebrew to get into this.
That's right.
It's your health. It's your body. Why wouldn't you want to take care of it? Why wouldn't you want to take care of it for your family? That's all I got to say.
One last thing, Joel. That was the first thing. The second thing that you always talk to me about is the spirituality part, about the prayer, about the fasting, about the burning of the incense and so forth and so on. You always talk to me about those things. So, talk to the people a little bit about it.
Oh, I could make it short.
Yep.
And very sweet. Because I find it real funny. You have people that will call me a Hebrew wizard. So if that's what you're going to call me, that's what I'm going to adopt. If me burning in this spirituality, if that makes me a wizard, then so be it. Or a witch, then so be it. But you know who else I remember they called a witch? Priest Danyaahla?
Who?
You have any idea who in the Bible that they turned around and called a witch?
Who?
Yahweh Shai. Jesus. That same man, they were calling him a witch. And he was giving them certain instructions. Okay? When you go in the Bible and you're dealing with Melchizedek, and I could go on and on. The breastplate of Aaron. Oh, he dealing with witchcraft. He dealing with witchcraft. Listen, really? You never heard of the breastplate of Aaron? You never heard of the kingdom of new heaven? All right? When you go into book of Revelations and they talk about the amethyst, okay? They talk about gold, amethyst. So you got precious metals and you got crystals. They talk about peridote, which goes by a different name, okay? They talk about the clear quartz. I could go on and on. I could go on and on. And this is in there. So when I watch them and I'm like, yo, hold up. You fasting, but you're not saying your prayers. I don't see you with certain spiritual tools that you need. You feel it's wicked to light candles. So since when it became wicked to light a candle to pray with? We got to get out of the mind state. And I really feel y'all health got something to do with it. Because don't get it twisted. Some of y'all are slim, but y'all look sick. I look at the white part of your eyes. First of all, y'all will not ever be up this early in the morning. I know that for a fact. It's what, like 5:45 now?
Yeah,
since
about
we've been
that.
out here now?
About that, yeah.
Because it started like 5:30?
Yeah.
Y'all won't do it. Y'all won't do it. Y'all not able to hang. That's it.
That's what it is, Joel. So once again, shout out your store, shout out the address,
Nicholas
phone number.
Brooklyn, 1396 Fulton Street. Don't forget, for y'all people that's lazy, don't want to come to Brooklyn, we have one in Harlem, which is Nicholas Cultural, Nicholas_Cultural on Instagram. You could check it out. And don't forget, Joel Benjamin 528 on everything. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You're definitely going to see me heavy on Instagram. And you're going to see me heavy on YouTube. And that's pretty much it, people.
Yes.
We're getting our herbs. We doing what we got to do. See, we see the big amount we get. This is what we get. Okay? Because we're not playing. All right? So, Danyaahla, know what he's getting. Get the good stuff. So, come check it out at... Oh, this is the next thing. Before I go, stop being cheap. Stop being cheap. And I'm going to throw this out there. You probably ain't going to like it. Danyaahla probably going to edit it. Okay.
Everybody been saying that lately. Go ahead.
I'm just saying it like it is.
Go ahead, man.
Because some of them don't want to hear this.
Come on.
Don't tell me nothing about Moab, anybody else, the Egyptologists, people, whatnot, because they support.
I'm not editing that. That's real facts.
They support.
They support their own. They support people's businesses. Any business that the Kemetic dudes have or whatever, like they support it. Many of the Israelites say that they got a business, no support. I'm not editing it. That's a fact.
My fringes come from a brother, House of David.
Yeah.
House of David. The brother, his beautiful wife makes the fringes. My fringes come from there.
Right.
House of David. You understand? So come on, stop playing yourself, man. Y'all gotta support. I got other people supporting. Look, you see? Danyaahla know what time it is. Okay? And see? Come on, man. Ladies, what are y'all doing? And like I said, I noticed those females in Israel is quicker to support me. I don't want to say it's hating or whatever it is, because I know other people that have businesses and do certain things, such as, like I just mentioned, making fringes. Come on, why y'all don't have y'all Tribe of Benjamin hats? Why y'all don't have y'all Tribe of Judah hats? See, I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. See, cause like my man Priest Danyaahla don't like to do it, but I do love to do it. Where's y'all hats at? Y'all could contact them, get y'all hats. They got shirts, they got all these different things. Put a nice fitted on your head or snap on and rep your tribe. But y'all ain't even doing that. So this is a little side note I'm giving you from the, how you call it? The Hebrew wizard. Get your life in order.
All right, Joel Benjamin, 528, a.k.a. MC Spookism. Why is it MC? Because I never heard no music. Let's leave it here, no there. Peace out. Hi, ladies.
Guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? Okay, so this is just a quick impromptu video about SeaMoss. I have watched so many videos online on YouTube, and so many people are confused about what real SeaMoss is and what it should look like, okay? So I'm going to try and clear this up today. Now, for those of you guys who know who I am, you guys watch my channel, you know me, you guys know that I am from the Caribbean, born and raised in Jamaica, right? And my dad was a fisherman, and so SeaMoss is something that I grew up on, okay? I've been using SeaMoss since I was a child. I've been consuming SeaMoss, okay? So I'm going to explain to you guys again, just in case I may have missed some things out of the first few videos that I did. I'm going to just explain to you again. So sorry if I'm talking too fast, guys. My phone doesn't work very well, and sometimes it just shuts off in the middle of recording. So I'm going to try and do this as fast as I possibly can. Okay, so as you guys may know or may not know, SeaMoss comes in a variation of different colors, okay? There isn't just one color of SeaMoss. SeaMoss comes in different colors. As you can see in front of me here, I have one species of moss there. We have the purple moss, and then we have the brown moss, right? Now, my sister, she's in Jamaica. Her name is Keisha. She's in Jamaica. She lives there, and she sells the SeaMoss, all right? And a lot of people have been asking me, how can I reach out to your sister? How can I get the SeaMoss? Okay, I'm going to give her website again. Her website is JamaicaSeaMoss.com. That's it. She tried to make try to make it simple. So it's simply JamaicaSeaMoss.com. 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 That is her website, okay? So now we're going to get into just showing you guys what real SeaMoss should be. When you order your moss online, right? Your moss should be completely dried. Okay, when you're shipping, when the moss is being shipped, we cannot ship the moss when it's wet, okay? Because you can't ship anything wet through any of the post office or FedEx or any of those things. That's against the federal whatever they call it, okay? So you can't ship anything wet. So it has to be dried, all right? So when she gets the moss, she gets it and so let me just say this. My sister gets the moss from the local fishermen in Jamaica. She has a lot of relationships with the local fishermen there. And so that's where she gets her moss. She goes and she, goes when they come out of the ocean right there at the fishing dock or at the what we call the beach, right? But it's not the regular beach like where people go to swim. But anyway, that's where all the fishing boats are. And she goes there, and she knows a lot of the local fishermen there, and so that's where she gets her SeaMoss from. And she takes it home and she dry it. Okay, she cannot ship it wet. All right. And sometimes the fishermen would take it and they would dry it, and then they will call her, and she would go and pick it up from them. Okay, so this is just some of the moss that she sells, all right? And let me just show you guys something here. So this is like a big box of moss that my sister sent to me. This right here is like 5 pounds of moss, all right? That's like 5 pounds of moss. And so that's where I get my moss from. My sister ships it to me all the time. And so, take a look at this. See? Whoops. This is dry. This is completely dry. And what I want you guys to pay attention to is, you hear that? When you buy your moss online, if it doesn't have that texture, you see, if you can't hear that, you hear that sound? It's so dry, it's crispy, right? That's what natural SeaMoss is. When you dry it, that's what it sounds like. This is slightly softer. The purple one is a little bit softer, all right? And so, when you're buying your moss, if you get your moss in the mail and it has a lot of moisture in it, it has like water in it and a lot of salt in it, it's not good. That's not good. Let me explain something again to you guys. There's a lot of moss on the market, and those are Chinese moss, okay? And what they do is that they cultivate their moss. It's not wild moss. They cultivate it. And so when they cultivate it, Number one, it doesn't have all of that natural nutrients from the ocean. And number two, they bleach it. And then they put table salt on it, okay? And that's not good, because you need the natural sea salt on your moss to help you with, for those of you who are suffering from thyroid problem. The natural iodine and the natural selenium from SeaMoss helps with thyroid problems. It's going to help you with the thyroid gland, for those of you who are suffering from thyroid problem, okay? So if you're getting your SeaMoss from the Chinese, and it's very cheap, you're paying like $10 a pound, oh no. Oh no, that's not good. And if when you get your SeaMoss and it's like wet or moist, and it has like moisture in it and like a lot of salt, you pick it up and there's like salt everywhere, yeah, you might not want to use that at all, because that's not real SeaMoss, okay? Take it from someone who was born and raised right there in the Caribbean. You guys can just go to my channel. My channel is Sisters of the Maccabees. You can just click on that and you'll see I have tons of videos there, okay? Born and raised in the Caribbean, I know about SeaMoss, and I can tell you that the SeaMoss that are being sold on the market, a lot of it is fake Chinese moss. So because I saw so many videos online of people confused about what real SeaMoss should look like, I just wanted to show you guys what real SeaMoss look like. So when it comes out of the ocean and it's dried, it's supposed to be hard, like, right? Not soft and filled with water or moisture. It's supposed to be just 100% dried. See, there's no water on this. It's 100% dried. Okay, now I want to show you guys something else. One second. Now this is some of the purple moss that I was soaking. I soaked this overnight. So this is what your moss look like after you soak it. Right? After you put it in some water and you soak it, it's going to come alive again. Look at that. You see that? This looks exactly what it looks like when it was in the ocean, right? Once you add water to your moss, it's going to come alive again. And it's going to look exactly what it looks like in the ocean. So this is what your moss look like when it's in the ocean. I kid you not. That's exactly what it looks like before they take it out of the ocean. So this is it right here. This is what it's going to look like, all right? And like I said, if you get your moss with a whole bunch of salt on it, like a whole lot of salt just dripping off of it, and there's like some moisture, water just dripping, that's not good. That's not good. Your SeaMoss, once again, should be completely dried, okay? And once you put it in some water, this is what it's going to look like, okay? Should have some moisture, you know, it should looks like it's just gonna come alive again. See, this is fresh. My sister literally just sent this to me. I just picked this up in the mail a couple of days ago, and so this came all the way from Jamaica, and so this is it right here. When I was there with her, I was in Jamaica in May of this year, and she and I harvested some SeaMoss from the ocean, and a lot of it was purple too. So yeah. So this is, like I said, this is what your moss should look like, guys, all right? When you buy your moss on Amazon or wherever you're buying your moss from, it's supposed to be 100% dried and like almost like crispy, okay? That's it. It shouldn't be wet. It shouldn't have any moisture on it, all right? So I hope I was able to clear that up with for those people who are confused about what their moss should look like. That's what your moss should look like, okay? That's what it should look like right there. Should be dried. When you're getting it in the mail, it should be 100% dried. If it's not dried, you are not getting the right moss, okay? And when you put it in some water, that's it. So now, the purple moss and the other colors, it really doesn't matter. They all have the same medicinal properties, whether it's purple or brown or whatever. As you can see, SeaMoss comes in different colors, all right? And they all have the same medicinal property. They all have the same medicinal benefit, okay? So one is not better than the other, all right? There we go. Just different species and different colors. All right, so again, my sister's website is JamaicaSeaMoss.com. SeaMoss.com, and I'm going to put the link to her website underneath this video. For those of you who, a lot of people keep asking me, how can I reach out to your sister? Can we get some SeaMoss from her? She's all the way in Jamaica, and you know, it's the phone bill in Jamaica. You know, just calling people in America, it's expensive, okay? So she cannot call you guys. I'm sorry. So you're going to have to reach out to her either on her Facebook page, or I think she's on Instagram, or you can reach out to her through her website here, which I'm going to give you guys again one more time. It's JamaicaSeaMoss.com, JamaicaSeaMoss.com. That's her website. You can reach her there. I think sometimes she may have given her phone number. You can reach her through WhatsApp, or you can find her on her Facebook page. All right, but yeah, she can't call you guys. I'm sorry. It's expensive to call from Jamaica to the United States, okay? All right, guys, love you guys. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.